You already know what it is, baby. DJ Heat. It's a Heat Street Power 93.7 WBLK collaboration. We're back once again. My brother Toneyboi.
What's happening?
Now, I've done a million interviews in my life, but I'm gonna be honest and say this is the first one I'm doing with one of my people. Well, I call you a friend, a business partner, all the above.
We've been through it all, bro.
So me and this gentleman lived in multiple cities together. We've been around the hip hop tracks a couple times.
Yeah.
And here we are back in Buffalo.
In Buffalo.
Doing what we do best, though.
He said it was meant to be that way, though.
What the locks say, living off experience, and that's exactly what we're doing here.
Literally every day.
So there's a lot to cover today, but first and foremost, I just want to say congratulations on everything you've been doing.
Oh, thanks,
You've been
man.
working your ass off.
It's same to you, bro.
And I see it. You know what I'm saying?
You right back at you.
And
know?
It's nice to be in a position to be able to help and
for sure.
and help carry this torch, man.
For sure. I mean, like I wouldn't be here where I am today without, people like you and, other people in Buffalo and other cities, learning and just constantly growing.
100%, dude. So let's start with this. People usually know you as a rapper.
Right.
And I don't like the term rapper, but as an artist, okay?
Yeah.
You're normally an artist.
Right.
And this time around, you're taking more of an engineer route and production route multiple hats, if you will. How is it being at the forefront of that, playing that role versus an artist this time around?
It's cool. Like you said, I'm usually used to being the voice. So now being able to sit back and be able to coordinate and actually like executive produce a record and make it sound how I feel should be put out. I wouldn't say it was a new hat for me, but it was definitely a new presentation to people.
Right.
So it's fun. It's fun. I'm learning a lot more things that I didn't know before just being the MC. And like this whole journey here, doing the radio run and having it played, up and down the East Coast or wherever it's being played, serious.
I mean, bro, you rocking across the country now. Yeah. I can speak for you on this part. You got Arkansas rocking right now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So like, shout out to Arkansas and everywhere else playing the record. Like, I'm still learning. It's a learning process, and I'm pretty sure it's going to continue to take a life of its own, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Nah, man, that's what's up. And again, I can't stress this enough. It's really, really dope to see you in a position to be out here doing nationwide coverage and out here doing radio and yeah. It's the natural next step, though.
It's been a long time
coming. Right. So tell me about the project. Obviously, I know what's going on, but let's do the interview thing and do this right. Leave your ego at the door. How many tracks? Give me some info. What do we got going on?
Damn, what did I do? 16 tracks? I can't remember. It was 16, 15 tracks.
All right.
But really, the project probably took me about a good 2-3 years to make because it wasn't intended to be a project. It started out with, me having a few records in the stash and going back and keep playing them. And I play them for people, and they're like, when is this coming out? And I'm like, I don't know. I didn't have there's no home for any of those records. So
right.
One day I just decided to, let me kind of build on what I have. And that's where Leave Your Ego at the Door kind of start taking its legs. And then I got the title from, I was watching, I think it's called The Greatest Night in Pop. It's a documentary.
Yeah. I'm actually familiar. Crazy. Yeah. If you haven't seen it, check that out.
It's about them leaving, what was it, the Grammys or whatever it was, the Oscars, and going straight to the studio to do
the MJ record.
Yeah. We Are the World.
We Are the World, which had 4,000 people on it.
Yeah, so, there's a point in that documentary where there's a sign on the door that says, "Leave your ego at the door." And I thought that was powerful, took that, and I'm like, hey, if this is going to be the name of it, I'll be the first one to leave my ego at the door and let, call a bunch of my friends, and which are really dope underground MCs. And, yeah, let's see if we can do something with it. And so I ended up getting Camino on there, King Ralph, Jay Skis, Kane Wave, a lot of really dope, Buffalo, Western New York MCs, and a couple guys from Rochester too. And that's how me and Brad Piff
Right, I was about to get to that.
448
But
Brad,
you
yeah.
segueing in for me. It's like you've done this before. But nah, like that's the focus record right now. He's got the joint with 448 Brad. And Mama said move weight. I've been burning it for what, about a month now?
About a month, yeah.
About a month. I mean, you got traction from here to North Carolina. Like it's actually like it's one thing to sit up here and blow smoke. It's another thing to sit up here and state facts.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the fact that you out here cooking. Like it's working.
The proof is in the pudding.
Exactly.
Man. It's out there now. It's
exactly.
out there.
We're not out here selling false dreams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So I mean, the record's crazy. You teamed up with 448 Brad. I'm gonna be honest. That's the first I had heard of him.
Word.
And then once you brought it to my table, the second I heard the record, I was like, this is the one. You know, without even I had to put my DJ hat on real quick.
Yeah,
but.
man. Yo, shout out to 448 Brad, man. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it with me here today.
Yeah, he tried.
He
He
tried
tried.
to
We're
make
gonna
it
give
out
credit
here.
where credit's due. He
But,
tried to make it out here.
Yeah, he's a really dope MC from Rochester. If you're familiar with Pounds, from the Rochester area.
I see what you did there. 448 pounds.
Yeah, so Pounds is like his. I don't want to say his big homie, but like Pounds has, he has a lot of traction underground, and they do a lot of work together. So I was just cool with the community in Rochester, and we ended up kicking it. We did a couple records, and that turned into a friendship, and kind of like how me and you at that pool party years ago. You know what I mean?
Shout out to everybody involved with that debauchery.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Veil Shine, what up?
We turned into friends, and and then everything else was just cool. So
let this be a lesson that you never know who you're gonna meet and where you're gonna meet them.
Right.
And just a quick synopsis, I got booked for a pool party. I think my set was at like 9 a.m. or something like
early.
that. And it was, and Toneyboi was like the only dude there. And we're like, what are we doing here?
Because I was a promoter. Yeah. I had to be there when I was promoting.
And that was what, like 15 years ago. Easy.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
And another thing is that, this is not an overnight thing. And I really want you to stress that to people because you've been doing this for a very long time. And a lot of people think that you can just get into hip hop and turn and burn in a year or two. Like it's a grind. It's a real grind.
Man, like if you want to take it there, man. Like even another me and you. I used to sneak and play my own records.
Yeah.
He would go to the bathroom. But he, I was probably one of the only local rappers that had files on your computer. I noticed that back then.
That's a fact.
So
That's a
I
fact.
was like, oh, I got it all.
Yeah.
I used to get a couple times off, but I've always. I don't want to say pested, but I was adamant,
Adamant's a good word.
I was adamant, to really to get into the business, and then this is before Full Sail and all that. So
yeah, and talk about that too, bro. Like you're built for this. Like this isn't just like you just some dude.
Super certified engineer, got my degree in audio. Man,
the track record's insane.
Yeah, I do a lot of work for Conway the Machine and
talk it, bro. Talk it. If there's a time to talk it, it's now.
Worked with Benny the Butcher, West Side Gun.
He's active. He's super active.
I ain't gonna say any artist that came out of Buffalo that had any motion, but most rappers
that's a pretty safe bet.
Yeah, most rappers that had any motion out of Buffalo, I've got to either work with them or work for them. So. Yeah, you just got to be ready. Like, sometimes the best ability is your availability.
Yeah.
And I showed up a lot of times when people couldn't, so it worked out.
There's a lot to be said for that, too. There's definitely a lot to be said for that, bro. So what do you got coming up after this? I know you've put years into this project, but now we're here. Where would you like to see yourself, let's say 6 months or a year from now?
6 months from now, I got a project with Camouflage Monk.
Okay, I've heard of that name. Monk, what up?
Another Buffalo legend.
Yes,
underground,
absolutely.
I would call him a myth. I don't know. He's
these are the guys. These are the guys that make it happen, man.
Yeah, real player. And a real good friend of ours. Gonna do a project with him.
Dope.
Me and 448 Brad gonna work on an album, get some more stuff out with him. I think I'm supposed to work on a Conway mixtape.
That sounds like a great problem.
Not yet confirmed, but we spoke on it.
Yeah.
Just keeping my hands active, man. And whatever me and you still got to cut a record.
I mean, I haven't even gone that route yet, so you get the call when it's on. Yeah, of course.
So let's get on the ball with that.
In this decade, that might happen, ladies and gentlemen. This might happen. It's almost that time.
It's about that time.
We needed to get in position first, and we're well on the way to that. So.
Yeah.
But nah, man, this is a celebration and an interview at the same time.
Yeah.
Just because you're my man since day one. And
Facts.
I'm happy to be here with you, bro. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
And I wouldn't be here without, your support and, say vice versa. Like, people
Man.
don't know those times in Florida we're calling each other 1, 2,
3 a.m. Yo!
I can't take it. Get me out of
Get
here.
me out of here. Nah, man. And that's
Man.
another more advice to artists. Go get uncomfortable.
Yeah, for real.
Go figure it out.
Yeah,
And
please.
get back to me.
Definitely get out of your comfort zone, because if you stay in a place around people that are just gonna constantly, big up you, you're gonna think you accomplished something that
never got done.
That never even got.
And
really
you will
up
get
there.
brainwashed. For
Yeah,
real.
for sure.
Yeah, that's real rap, man. That's real rap. Well, before we wrap this up, man, is there anything else you want to, this is your 30 seconds to kick it. So if you got anything you want to tell the people, man, let them know.
Man,
Give them the socials, worst case scenario.
yes, the socials. I am Toneyboi. That's TONEYBOI. If you need production, if you need mixing and mastering, if you need some consulting, I've done some consulting for a few artists. Please hit me up.
You do it all, bro.
Yeah. I
really
really want to work with more artists, and I even hate to be like that I'm selective, but I want to work with more people that are willing to take the leap.
Yeah, and grind.
And grind.
And put in work. And might not know what tomorrow looks like for a couple days.
You know what I'm saying?
You know?
Like just be a starving artist together. And I'm starting to actually see the fruits of it work out. So if I can help somebody else get to that level, that'll make me, you got to pay it forward. In
the words of our brother DJ Iceberg, each one teach one.
Each one teach one. Literally.
That's real rap, man. Well, I guess we're about to get up out of here, man. It's been a pleasure. This was a long time coming. Toneyboi, DJ Heat, Heat Street Power 93.7 WBLK. Buffalo, we're here, baby.
Fix your face.
We're out of here.